Hi, good afternoon, I hope you're well. Welcome to the session. As you can tell, back on the boat. It's now October, middle of October, and well into autumn, which means back after the predators. So come down to the Warwickshire Avon today and I'll be targeting anything really. Zander, Perch, Pike obviously. So yeah, we'll have a little tootle down the river, see what's around. I've got a few lures to throw around, see if there's anything about, and then we'll probably end up back at the marina with a few baits out, and I've got some worms as well, so I might try float fishing worms for some perch. So I'm just going to carry on a little bit onto the first spot, and I'll catch you shortly. Okay, I'm just going to start by throwing a lure around. I've got a nice little shad here. This is a 10 gram 12 centimetre shad. Not tried it before. It's from is it from Coram snapper range. So yeah, it looks good, natural colour. So I'm going to start with throwing that around and have a little drift down the river and see if there's not a pike or zander or something around. Never know, a big perch as well. Let's give it a go. Okay, I'll quickly run through the tackle that I'm using for this session. I've got a fixable reel with a 20-pound braid, and then I've got a Okama dead ringer spinning rod, which is 5 to 20 gram. The 20-pound braid is down then to a wire trace, and as I said, I've got a Coram snapper shad on the hook at the moment. 10 gram 12 centimeters. So that's the setup for the lure rod. I'm just going to carry on upstream now to another spot, and I might put out a bait as well, a live bait. So for that I've got fixable reel, 15-pound line, I've got a 9-foot strong rod, and then I've got a relatively simple float setup. So I've got a Fox Predator slide-in float, weight, bead, down to a wire trace, and at the moment I've just got a single semi-barbed size 6 hook. So yeah, so I'm going to drive upstream and give the second spot a try. Okay, we've got a small fish on, first one of the session. This was on the lure rod, on the shad. Oh, it's a little zander. There we have it. Probably one of the smallest Probably one of the smallest Zander I've ever caught. But yeah, that's a lovely start to the session, and hopefully we'll get a couple more, maybe a bit bigger. But yeah, that's lovely. Lovely little Zander. Let's get him back. Okay, that's my first fish under my belt. First one off the boat for a while, to be honest. So yeah, really pleased, even though it was a pretty tiny Zander, but it's hopefully a sign of a few more today. This time of year, it's not really that cold yet. We haven't had a frost. We haven't had the first frost of the year, so the fish are still scattered around a little bit. So I find it useful just to sort of have a drift around and try and find them. So I've sort of marked that spot now, and I'll give it a go again a bit later on. But yeah, not too windy today. Well, no wind at all really. So hopefully I can get a bit of a nice drift down the river. So I'm going to carry on throwing the lure, stick the bait out as well. Got a little live bait bleak, and yeah, see if we can't get a few more. There's a fish on the bait, on the bleak. Yes. Okay, there's a second fish. Oh, a little pike. This is on the float fished bleak. Little jack, lovely. Great stuff. Whoa, God, it's so lively this time of year. Trying to go under the boat. Oh, let's get him in. Yes. Okay, there we go. Second fish of the session. Nice little pike. Okay, I was just thinking about packing up for the day, and I've had a nice perch on the worm. That's the second little perch, not quite the size I was after today. Just as I was bringing this in, I've had a pike as well, so I've got a pike in the net. Let's have a look at it. Okay, there we go. Probably call this the last fish of the session, little jack pike. Second one today, on both of them on float fished live bait, little bleak. So yeah, not the best of starts perhaps to the predator season, but I can't really grumble with a couple of pike, little zander and a few perch. So yeah, I'll leave it there. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.